Okay, welcome to Caravans by the Campfire. You haven't mentioned your number one thing.
Oh, the fridge.
Yeah.
No, that's your number one thing.
No, not the fridge. No, the space where you have the toilet and the shower separated.
Yeah, but to me,
So obviously that's not a big thing.
no, it's not a big thing to me.
Yeah,
But I
see
was
the kind of
surprised by
arguments you
that.
can get in? We're not even buying one, we're just looking for one.
Yeah, but it's,
So good luck to you guys out there. So, if you want to try before you buy, you can go to any number of those caravan shows all over the country, but I'm not aware of anyone that'll let you hook it up to your car and take it for a spin. So what we've got here, the first van we've hired is a Lotus Freelander, isn't it?
yep, 22-foot club lounge. version.
22 foot, this is a big mother. 22 foot, just comes in, the tear weight is just over 3 tonnes, and the GTM is 3,800 tonnes. Well, that's wrong, isn't it? 3,800 tonnes?
3.8.
3.8 tonnes. Yeah, but I know what's important is, you know, is it comfortable? How do you feel when you get in it? Do I have enough space for my tools and for
The toys.
her clothes and shoes? You gotta have a lot of space for that.
Shoes.
But seriously, where do you put your food? How much gear can you get in there? Are you taking your kids with you? What's the bedding arrangement like? Does the shower work? Everyone tells you it's got 2 solar panels and 2 AGM batteries, 100 amp hour AGM batteries. Then off you go, and the very first time you have a camp, it's overcast, a bit drizzly for a couple of days. Next thing, you have no power. So really, researching what's required is a critical thing. So we've chosen to rent a few vans. We've had a few before. Rent a few vans, all different places in the market. This is at the upper end. If you wanted to buy a new one of these, maybe 120, 140,000, that's just a lot of money. A second-hand one, 70, 80, 90.
Yeah. 4 or 5 years old.
So do I buy a second-hand one or do I buy a new one? I don't know, but we're excited to take this one out because it's 4 years old. It's even been to Fraser Island. I don't know how that was possible, but it's been to Fraser Island. It's been all around the country. It has the suspension. It's high off the ground. Okay, so the vehicle we're towing this with is a 200 series Land Cruiser, which is pretty much stock as. It's got a torqued exhaust. It's got some big mud tyres on it. It has no suspension upgrades whatsoever. Doesn't even have any airbags. Now, getting into this national park, a little bit of bitumen, and then it was like a 4-wheel drive forestry type of track. It's been raining up here for a long time, so it was a little bit rutted, a little bit slippery here and there. The van came in quite well. We are the only ones here, so I don't know whether other people chose not to attempt to come in. But in terms of off-road performance, fine. Yeah, so look, I think the car really performed quite well pulling this kind of weight. But that's a serious thing to be having a think about. You see many little cars or big vans coming down the road, and in front of it is a little car. So I don't know how they go, but I'd be getting some professional advice before I hook on one of these big mothers. So this Lotus Freelander, what I liked initially was it seems like a heavy duty piece of equipment. Doesn't seem like it's going to fall apart. Yep. When you walk in, you feel it's got some quality inclusions, some quality products. The fridge is epic. You'll see that soon.
The fridge is epic probably because we've come from hybrids and camper trailers, and you've gone from a chest fridge freezer to a full-blown stand-up fridge freezer. So
if you haven't had a stand-up fridge and freezer before, a caravan, once you've seen one of these and you've had one, you just need to have one. Yep.
Oh, living is so much. You're not digging down to the bottom of the chest freezer.
The other great thing I like about this van is its huge toolbox on the front. It's got 2 sides, 2 slide out drawers, and one has a barbecue on it, and the other one on the other side you could put a generator or your other types of equipment. We're not big generator fans, but if you feel the need to have one, plenty of room there. And then in the middle there's another huge area to store whatever else you want to put in there. It's got 3 water tanks, 1 dedicated to drinking only, and then it's got a grey water tank as well, so it's pretty much equipped. We're in a national park now. There's no issues at all. Okay, let's go. We spelt that drinks. So as you can see, this is a big, long van. Yep, 22-foot Lotus Freelander. Yep. It's got some nice mag wheels, all-terrain BF Goodrich tyres. Now I don't know whether they're standard, but they certainly work very well. It's got Cruise Master suspension. It doesn't have the airbags, but it has the Cruise Master suspension. Under here has the filtration system. So if you're at a caravan park, just plug the water in there, pressurizes the whole system, and you're right to go. External shower. This gives you an idea about the fridge. Yeah, fridge, freezer. Very tall unit. Yeah, it's got a couple of 12-volt points out here. 3 water tanks, one dedicated for drinking, and the other 2, I think they might be 60 and 90 litre tanks, plus another this 60 litre drinking water. A couple of extra little things that you see down here, like there's some protection put on here for the various pipes that are used, so that's quite a smart idea. This is a toilet, standard cassette. Pull her out, away you go. This one in here I've noticed, so another little thing, a lot of these have separate water storage units where you have to fill them up and they work independently. That's what you find in most vans. This one's been bypassed and plumbs straight into the main water and pump system, so you don't have to worry about anything that's going on there. Push the button on the toilet and the whole normal water system is operating. So that seems impressive. A little bit of a mod that you might want to do or ask for. Very big windows. This is the bed, the main bedroom. So when you open those windows, great view. Yeah. External power. Plug that in at a caravan park, or if you have a generator and you get stuck somewhere. Holy, check this out.
Oh my God.
We've just broken the key off in the lock. Fortunately, this tunnel boot goes all the way through to the other side, and I've already opened the other side, so that's a good thing. We'll come back to that a bit later. Okay, so here we go. This is one side, toolbox compartment. It's on a slide there, you can put a generator. It came like this when we hired it. You know, all the cables, all the pegs. Don't go anywhere without one of these. Moving around, 2 big gas bottles on the front. You can see these racks up here where you can put whatever you like. Big bits of wood to take to the campsite, cut them up when you get there. Put your bikes up there, anything else you can think of. Yeah. So 2 9-kilo gas bottles at the front. It's only got a standard jockey wheel, which we've found to be adequate. It's got a couple of blocks of wood down the bottom here. Works fine. That's centre lift, as opposed to on one of these cross members, appears to be way better. So you just wind it up. This is a DO45 hitch. This is the super heavy duty one. Some people have the DO35, just depends how big the van is, how much weight's in it. This side here, a couple of shoes, nice Weber barbecue, so plenty of room again. Just to slide this out, a very long cable. This is a trick for young players. Get a very long barbecue connection cable. That way when it's raining, you might notice all these vans where they put the barbecue, there's nothing out here. So next thing you're having to buy some extension or rig something up, which is ridiculous. So with that long extension, there's a bayonet under here to plug the gas into. With that long extension, you can take that barbecue unit and put it over here under cover, under the awning. Yeah, so that's a good idea. Again, access to the tunnel boot. You see that goes all the way through from one side of the van to the other. Plenty of room in there. Righto, so I've got the awning down this side. Again, a big window here. So these windows you'll see inside, the 2 little knobs there, they can open all the way up and you just stop at them wherever you want them to be. Yeah, so they can be fully open or just a little bit. So they don't have that ratchet click, 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 3 set positions. So I think that's a good thing. Outside little table area. Another external plug-in. Now this side, if you're plugged into the power at a caravan park on the other side, this side here you can put an extension cord in, or put your jug in, or your coffee machine, or whatever. Yeah, so you can use that. So that's a pretty smart idea. Here, I won't open this now, but inside here is a whole set of duplicate cables for the aerial. Yep, so you can come out here and plug a TV in if you want to watch television outdoors. Here's a little example of that window. So yeah, see how you can open it all the way up? This little lever here. These little knobs. Make sure you don't unwind them too much or you'll lose them. Then you'll be wanting to get a new one. Yeah. So, quite good. Michi mesh. Yeah. Or protecting film, whatever way you want to have it. Pretty good. Just watch out here. You always got to check these vans. When you buy them, you'll see things that appear good. However, if we open this door all the way around, right, if you had that window out here, you won't be able to secure the door. So just little things like that. Same in the bathroom and the toilet area. Just make sure that the cupboard doors do actually open. Some only open like this far and you can't get anything in them. Righto, another 12-volt outlet down here. Ranger lights, I like this here. This is a quality outdoor light. You'll see some flimsy ones, you know those chrome dome ones with the blue light in there? Just watch that they're sealed correctly. Any water in there and your light's it'll be over. But this one here is quite a rugged setup. It's got a heavy duty button. Push it there, keep your light on. It's quite light actually. Plenty of lights on the outside. 1, 2, 3 down here over the barbecue. Yep, they're LEDs. Very light. They just light up this like Christmas time. So that's a good thing. So just have a look for the quality and the number of those that might be on a van that you're looking at. This is a standard awning, just a roll out. A lot of vans of this size, or standard type vans, will have this size awning. Very easy to operate. Yeah. Just make sure this little strap here, so it slides along there, slides along. Yeah. So when you're rolling it up, make sure it's not all the way down the other end, or you'll be looking for your step ladder to pull it down when you want to get it out. So just hold it from this end and just let it go back in there. Support bars, very good idea with these awnings. If they get a little bit of a flap up, you're likely to have a problem. Yeah, you can have a look under there. You just have a look at the chassis and that here. It's quite a quality build. Yeah, very high off the ground. So the guy that owns this van, he's rigged up a little spot here for the shovel. Not a bad idea. There's so much room under this van, you could put anything under there if you like, and nothing, you know, more water tanks, whatever. Just depends how heavy you are. A couple of jerry can holders. This has got spare diesel for the diesel heater. Spare water in case you run out. Normally 2 wheels would go on the back here, so this is a dual wheel carrier. Rear. A big storage area here. So this mat that you can see out here, that just folds up nicely. It sits in there. It's not even tied in. So we throw some wood in there, whatever you'd like. Plenty of room too if you had a portable boat trailer. Yeah, plenty of room in here to rig that up, get it stacked in there nicely. No problem at all. Rear reverse camera. I don't think the lights don't appear to be very big on the back of this van. However, there's 2 strips at the bottom and then there's 2 really high up on the van, so they seem to work quite well. Okay, check out these steps. Yep, a lot of people have electric steps. when you have electric steps, you just got to watch out that you've safeguarded enough so that all that dirt and shit and mud when you're travelling doesn't get into the mechanism and then they fail. These ones here we just lift up, push under. They seem very rigid. Working fine. As soon as you tread on them, you sort of know whether they're of some kind of quality. So, let's go inside, see what it's like. Okay, so what's in here? Nice club lounge. That's looking pretty spiffy.
This can be turned into another bed.
All right, yeah.
You just lower the table, turn the cushions upside down, presto, another bed.
Oh, that's pretty good. If you had some kids then.
Yep. Or
one kid or a visitor, they could stay overnight, no problem at all.
All these cupboards are storage all the way around.
What's good about these cupboards, do you think?
Latches. The latches are underneath.
Yep.
And they're not in your eyesight.
Mm-hmm. What about sliding things in and out of those cupboards? Go all right. A lot of these vans will have a lip on the front, so you can't actually. You got to sit things in and over them. Seems to work well. No problem at all. So we've got all this space here. Put whatever you like.
2 reading lights.
This is set up for hiring, so not that you'd have this kind of stuff in those places, but a couple of reading lights, on and off button there. Yeah, they're pretty good. Lots and lots of storage up here. Got both some LED mood lights, plus we've got these LED down lights, and then we've got a LED surround sound lighting over this hatch here. So that's all good. Couple of reading glasses. We've got a table, reading lights, whatever. Okay, plenty of power points in this particular van. More 12 volt stuff down the bottom. Plenty over here. It's good. What have we got in here? This is very interesting. We've got a middle tank and a rear tank. We've got drinking water only. And it's got a grey water tank. Yep. Switches here for everything. So that's all good. Fuses. It's as simple as that, really. More storage space down here.
We have a pantry.
This is the cooking area. What's in the pantry? What's good about this?
Slide out.
Slide outs.
It is small for this van, but it's only a couple's van, so.
Small. Seems to work fine though.
But it works fine.
Yeah, I like that. Add more of those. There's those latches here, so you just push them in when you're securing your van. Prior to leaving. When you get here, you just pop them and they come out.
Self-closing.
Self-closing drawers. Flashy. 3 flash. Again, this van's 4 years old and they still work fine. So what's going on here in the oven?
So we have stove. Very standard, pretty standard for most caravans.
Stove top.
3 cooktops. Electric.
Yeah.
Griller. Oven, which is hardly being used in this van.
I don't think it's been used. Till we used it last night.
We used it last night.
And it works like the old-fashioned gas oven. It cooks shit really fast.
It was really good.
It's got a griller.
It's got a griller.
Gorilla.
And
excellent.
It has been used, but that was impressive. The oven was impressive.
Let's get to the fridge, mate. Oh, yes. Under here.
Extraction fan.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Works fine. Works on the 12 volt system. A little bit noisy. Only has one adjustment down. Any more, turns off.
And we get to Craig's favourite.
Big window here. Easy to look out. Yep.
Craig's favourite, the fridge. So when you're coming from a hybrid van or a camper van, this is the next level thing.
Good. Show us inside.
So this is a freezer.
Wine. Look at the wine in there. How do you get all that wine?
We bought the cocktails.
3
but we
wines.
haven't had them.
What's going on?
Wines.
We're only away for a week, so we've got more than enough food and
that
drinkies
was a margarita, which I've frozen up.
Yeah, good. Look,
we
what's
haven't
got
had that.
Plenty of room here. I didn't notice these till now. That's good.
Yeah. So that's a freezer.
Plenty of room.
And we haven't had it full.
Yeah.
This is the fridge. And everything's done really well.
Fridge. Plenty of room in there.
Hardly anything's moved around, particularly on this track, which I expected it to open the fridge and
Look at the
everything
size
fall
of that,
out,
though.
but not at all.
Like if you had a bigger family, that'd be easy. What are those big things down here? What are they?
Yeah, fruit veg, which I like to keep
Pretty
cold.
good stuff. How's it latch closed?
Just latches. You just push the button to open, and then it just latches. Self-closing.
That is good. So in this Lotus van, the inclusions are quite good. You know, a few brand names: Dometic, Thetford. What's happening here? The Fusion sound system,
which has a cover.
This is great. Has a beautiful cover to protect it. But you can crank this up. There are, I think, there are 2 internal speakers, one in the front and one through there into the bedroom. And then there are 2 on the outside wall, so very easy to control. This is obviously a quality piece of equipment. You can put some DVDs in there for those that still have DVDs.
Have a washing machine.
Washing machine in the kitchen. We haven't used that, and we're not going to be using it, but it's a Dometic machine. They do say that they take a fair bit of water, but you know, we can't really comment on that because we haven't used it. But it is there. Cool.
We have microwave.
One of these Noe microwaves. I'm sure it's Noe.
Yeah.
NOE. They appear to be in a lot of vans. They do work really well.
Filtered drinking water. That's the filtered drinking water.
Yeah.
TV.
There are 2 TVs in this van. One for the lounge area. They both tune into the same signal, the same antenna on top of the van.
And they can be taken outside.
Yeah.
And you can mount them outside and watch TV outside. It's good to negotiate these green things.
Yeah, so you got to pull hard on those green flippy floppy things to get it off the wall. But that does work. We've tried that.
Like most vans, garbage bins.
Where do we put our garbage? Always a drama, isn't it?
Always a drama.
This little bin here, we bring out and we just keep in the kitchen area here. There's only 2 of us, so we're not likely to be walking into it all day. What about this? This is a Dometic. This is a reverse cycle air conditioner. We've had it plugged in at a caravan park. Works fine. How's it compare to the diesel heater? Doesn't even compete. Diesel heater is like $1 million. So anyone out there for heating, diesel heater, certainly a good thing. I know they've got some gas heaters and that now, but you know, maybe there's something good. Again, can't comment on that. So you walk through the van here. These are those walls I was talking about. So there's one wall here. It separates the entire kitchen and lounge area. So when you walk in, you don't immediately get the feeling of lots of open space. Yep. It just locks to keep it in place. So yeah, so it's quite a normal sliding door. Open sesame. My God.
We'll see if Craig's got the van level.
So there's that door. You come into here. This is a toilet. Now, some vans have the smaller toilet on the big, sort of like custom-made shelf area, but this one here is magnificent. Yeah, you just pull it out. It's a Dometic, so pull it out, do your business, no problem. Again, it's all plumbed in, so push the button. It's got some lights here that indicate various things for you, like no water, so that's not a problem anymore. Half full, and then you better empty it now or you're going to have a problem.
Heaps of cupboards.
Cupboard space in here, big cupboards up the top.
And then
all these drawers.
All self-clothing, and they extend out. That's as deep as they are, and that's as far back as they go.
That's pretty good though.
And that's how they come out. They're all self-closing. Sink, which is ceramic.
Nice sink, ceramic.
Which probably weight. And then you come over here.
A couple of lights here. What's this? Are they all on? Oh, there's another light up there. Yeah. Another LED. Fancy that.
It's mood lighting for the bathroom.
I wouldn't mind the LED like under here.
Yes.
It's probably a good thing. Ladies would love that.
The one thing I have noticed about this, and girls or women will realise this, and I'm taller, so my head's here. So if I want to brush my hair, which I obviously haven't done today, or put makeup on, which I don't do often, I'm bending down. Or I'm sitting on the bath on the toilet, which I don't know if that vid's going to last.
That looks pretty good there. Looks pretty
That's
comfy.
the only way you could do your hair or your makeup in this van. There's no full-length mirror.
Okay, so walking through then, you see straight into the bedroom area.
And another door. Not sure.
Yeah, again, another sliding door. So if someone wants to go to bed early, they just go in there. So there's a bit of privacy. Someone wants to go to the toilet, go there. More privacy. So if you're into privacy, you don't like seeing running from one end of the van to the other in the nutty, this is probably a whole good thing. But when you're in here, there's plenty of room to get changed. Let's have a look in here. So again, look, 3 or 4 years old. There's no fancy black pipe work or anything like that, but I think one thing that is a real key thing to consider when you're buying a van is that these shower units, if you get one that's a solid unit, so you'll see in the corner there's no joins anywhere. So this has been fabricated as one whole piece, no joins around the bottom there. So none of that build-up of mold, none of those spots where the silicone can wear out and the water start to seep through, that kind of thing. The only join we do have is right along the top edge, which doesn't appear to be a problem. Again, you've got lights here, another switch for a fan, extraction. Every van seems to have these. These fusion lock things, they just never fail. We used to have them in our van. Unbelievable. Yeah. Not the cheapest product, but also not the dearest product as well. You can get all sorts of things to go in these bathroom and shower areas. Well worth having a look at. This is a magnetic door as well, so you don't have to lock yourself in. Yeah, or lock yourself out, whatever. Okay, so again in here, lots of lights, big open skylight. Yeah. You can open this up as big and high as you like. Look at the stars in the night. There's overhead cupboards across the top of the bed and down the side. There's a hidey hole down in here. Inside there's another power point and a couple of USB ports, so that's a real convenient thing to look out for in this bedroom area. Most people want to be charging their phones every living moment that they have. Another drawer down there. Power points. TV. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. TV on the wall. That is super duper if you like watching the TV. Another window over the top of the bed. Yeah. Window over the bed, bit controversial. Like. Lots of new vans don't want to have that anymore because they reckon that, you know, that's a place for water to get in and the van to fail. And look, I just don't see that. It's got a nice guard on the front and nothing seems to be a problem after this many years. So, yeah. Diesel heater, controller. Diesel heater controller there. The diesel heater, it sucks in on this side down here. It's got a vent, and then it comes out down here where you just got to watch these ladies, mate. They want to put everything in front of the most important vents. I just put them there to do the bathroom. Yeah, always a reason. So that's where it comes out, all the way down the van. It just blows straight down the van. It's fantastic. Very good indeed. Just to finish off, here's the storage room under the bed. It's up in that back. It's on gas struts. Yeah. Diesel heaters. So it is on gas struts. Yeah. The diesel heater's in there. It's got a cover over it, so that's all pretty good. You just pile your stuff in there. Anyway, so that's it. We always have too many pillows. Oh well. But really, that's the way it goes. So that's pretty much the inside of it. There's the toilet area again. Some nice racks up here. Plenty of room. Locking system, so you can lock it open, lock it closed, lock it when you're travelling. What else have we got in here? Not much else. Okay, we hope you liked that tour of the Lotus Freelander Caravan. Yep, just to give you a little bit of an idea. So we're again taking this out to see what we like about it and what we think we could improve, what to look out for when buying a van. So we just wanted to share those things with you. So Trace, if you had to pick two things that you love the most, what would they be? I'd have to say the toolbox on the drawbar. I've got to stop you there, the toolbox. Did you hear that? The lady saying the toolbox is spectacular, guys. You need one like this. Carry on. Next? Next, I'd have to say the gas oven was impressive last night. It was just, everyone tells me that they hate them. Everyone says that they don't use them. And yet we used it and it was amazing. So what do you think though about the van? Like as a van, like all vans have a gas oven. Yeah, I know. So what about this van? So you like the big toolbox, what else? The club lounge. I like the club lounge. Craig doesn't. She likes the club lounge. Good. So that's two things already. I only gave you two things. Yeah, but I know. So what's one more thing? One more thing. You keep talking to me about it all the time. How great it is to have this. How great it is to have this space. How great it is to have what space? Yeah, that's right. What space? The space you keep talking about in there. The space. Oh, the dual kitchen. No. You haven't mentioned your number one thing.
Oh, the fridge.
Yeah.
No, that's your number one thing.
No,
It's
not the
mine
fridge.
because I
No,
expect
the
it.
space where you have the toilet and the shower and the ensuite. And the fact that it's all separated.
Yeah, but to me,
So obviously that's not a big thing.
no, it's not a big thing to me.
Yeah,
But I
see
was
the kind of
surprised by
arguments you
that.
can get in? We're not even buying one, we're just looking for one.
Yeah, but
So good luck to you guys out there.
no, but I get that, but it's not a deal breaker because it's going to come with it, and you just get used to it. But I didn't expect that I
okay.
would like the layout walking through it. Like I've seen them at shows and think, I don't like these very much. But having used it, it actually had some practicalities that I did not know existed.
Okay, so my turn now. I love the fridge. The fridge is insane. It is epic. It is fantastic.
Oh, you love
Yep,
the fridge, don't
that's
you?
the number one thing.
Pieces,
Second
pieces.
thing is, look, the toolbox and the way the whole van is set up, particularly for off-roading and for off-grid camping, seems to be, on the money. Can you improve it? Yep. You could have more solar panels. You could have lithium battery system. You could even have more AGM batteries. Who knows? It's each to their own. You got to work out what you want to use it for. How long you're going to be away? What if it's not sunny? Do I take a generator with me? That can solve a whole lot of issues as well. Okay, so that's our little look at the Freelander Lotus Caravan. So
But the big question is, would you buy one?
I think yeah, I would probably buy one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've always
good.
liked the brand. That's the reason why we wanted to take it.
it's a good brand. Nice colourway. It's got the latest things, the smooth finish on the outside, that one-piece sort of stuff. Not much aluminium going on to dent and scratch and whatnot. But
It has checker plate up to the windowsills.
I like the checker plate. Now I
like
think
that.
they're coming out without that, but look, just feels a bit tougher to me. Whether that's a thing that you need to have. I guess the choice is yours, but... Okay, that's it from us. Tracy and Craig. Anyway, so we've had fun giving you a little view around this Lotus Freelander today. If you'd like to like and subscribe, hit that little ding bell, whatever it is, dopey bell, dumb bell, click, 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 click. That means that when we publish the next one, you'll be notified straight away. And if you'd like to see a particular van, you might like to put those things down in the comment or ask any particular question about this very van right here. So I think we need to crank up this fire,
Yes.
get the beers going again. Yeah. Okay. No worries. See you next time. Holy, check this out.
Oh my God.
We've just broken the key off in the lock. We're out here hiring this van to see what it's like. Yep, so if you'd like to like and subscribe, hit that little ding bell, whatever it is, dopey bell, dumb bell, click, 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 3 tons. And the GTM is 3,800 tons. Well, that's wrong, isn't it? 3,800 tons? No. You haven't mentioned your number one thing.
Oh, the fridge.
Yeah.
No, that's your number one thing.
No,
It's
not the
mine
fridge.
because I
No, the
expect it.
space where you have the toilet and the shower and the ensuite. And the fact it's all separated.
Yeah, but to me,
So obviously that's not a big thing.
no, it's not a big thing to me. But
Yeah,
I
see
was
the kind of
surprised by
arguments you
that.
can get in? We're not even buying one, we're just looking for one.
Yeah, but
So good luck to you guys out there.
No, but
Wine. Look at the wine in there. How do you get all that
we
wine?
bought the cocktails.
3
but we haven't
wines.
Had them.
What's
no, they're
going
not
on?
Wines. That's
We're only away for a week, so we've got more than enough food and
that was a
drinkies in there.
margarita, which I've frozen up.
Yeah. Make your own decision. Okay, let's go. We spilled the drinks. Is that right? The wrong bit of stuff.